Imagine waking up, opening your banking app, and your balance is zero. You have 25 days to surrender it, or you go to prison. Sounds like a dystopian story, it's not. This is America minus 1933. But today, this isn't a story about panic in the streets or government orders. This is the story of one man, Nick Barber Campbell. An era documented through court records, economic policy, and countless real cases, stories of ordinary people, gold owners, preserved in archives and research, all pointing to the same reality. A collision between private property and government control. During the Great Depression, Campbell had gold, about 5,000 ounces, roughly 300 pounds of gold. At the time, it was an enormous fortune, kept in a safe deposit box at Chase National Bank, not under a mattress. He trusted the bank, trusted the system, until the world turned upside down. April 5, 1933. President Franklin D. Roosevelt signs Executive Order 6102. All U.S. citizens are required to surrender their gold coins, gold bullion, and certificates to the federal government. The deadline was May 1st. Gold was priced at $20.67 per ounce. Refusal meant up to $10,000 in fines or up to 10 years in prison. Exemptions were limited to jewelry, dental gold, and collectible coins. An ordinary person would do this, turn in the gold, receive paper money, and continue living their life. But Campbell was a lawyer. He carefully read the order and found a detail that, as he believed, pointed to a problem. The order was signed on April 5th, and the deadline to surrender was May 1st. He believed the order required action from him, but the legal basis itself was not properly formalized. On September 16th, Campbell came to the bank, demanded the return of his stored gold bars, and stated that he would not comply with the order, considering it unconstitutional. The bank refused. Then on September 26th, he filed a lawsuit in the Federal Court of Manhattan against Chase National Bank. He based his argument on the Fifth Amendment, which prohibits the government from taking private property without due process of law and just compensation. Campbell was not seeking scandal, he was seeking the truth. He wanted the court to examine the constitutionality of the order. The authorities responded immediately. Soon after filing the lawsuit, the attention of federal authorities turned toward him. Campbell did not file the declaration. Now he was facing up to 10 years in prison. On September 28th, he appeared in court and pleaded not guilty. Bail was set at $1,000. While the proceedings were ongoing, his lawsuit against Chase National Bank and his attempt to stop the transfer of gold to the government were dismissed. The judge ruled that he had no jurisdiction to hear the case. The gold was transferred to the Treasury and added to the National Reserves. Campbell lost. He won on paper but lost in reality. The system changed the rules faster than the courts could review them. Remember this moment. This is a key moment for our channel because it shows when the government feels threatened. It doesn't break the law, it rewrites it. And your rights become whatever is allowed here and now, not what's written in the Constitution. But let's get back to the gold. Not everyone was that trusting. Many people began hiding their gold. Some buried coins in their gardens, beneath apple trees. Others melted down jewelry into small bars and sealed them inside basement walls. Some hid it in coffee cans on kitchen shelves mixed in with identical cans. No one would expect to find a fortune there. The shadow economy was thriving. Underground exchanges, private agreements. The market didn't die, it went underground. And in January 1934, the government made its next move. President Roosevelt signs the Gold Reserve Act. The price of gold was raised to $35 per ounce, nearly 70% higher than the price at which it had been taken from you. All profits from this increase remained with the government. And before you say, well, that was a long time ago, let's ask the question, has anything really changed today? Today, your money is just numbers on a screen. A banking app, a brokerage account, a crypto wallet. Everything feels faster, more convenient, more global. But who actually controls access to those numbers? A bank can freeze an account. The government can require it to do so. In 2022, the Canadian government initiated the freezing of bank accounts of participants in the Freedom Convoy without a prior court order. Access was cut off within hours. Later, The court ruled that the freeze violated citizens' constitutional rights. But the money was frozen. That's a fact. Cryptocurrency was created as an alternative. But if you hold crypto on a centralized exchange, it is not your asset. In November 2022, FTX, one of the largest crypto exchanges, collapsed within days. Millions of customers lost access to their accounts. Around $8 billion in customer funds were locked. The money was on the account, but there was no way to withdraw it. Campbell's story is not about gold. It is about control over access to value, and about how the concept of ownership in times of crisis can become flexible. Frederick Campbell was not a hero. He was a wealthy man who believed in the law. He went to court. He lost. His criminal case officially ended without anything significant. There was no major, high-profile verdict. But he no longer had his gold. The system didn't break. It simply rewrote the rules faster than the court could review them. What does this mean for you today? I'm not suggesting hiding gold in coffee cans, although some people still do that today. It raises questions. Who really controls access to your money? What happens if that access is shut off tomorrow? Do you have at least one asset that doesn't depend on someone else's permission? In 1933, that asset was gold, until it no longer was. And now a question for you. What would you do in Campbell's place? Would you have turned in your gold to avoid the risk of prison? Would you have hidden it and hoped it wouldn't be found? Or would you have gone to court believing in justice? The choice always seems obvious until it becomes real. The question isn't what's right, it's what you're willing to risk.